The construction of the Panama Canal began in the late 19th century and was completed in the early 20th century. And here are the key dates. The construction of the Panama Canal started under the French leadership by Ferdinand de Lesseps in the late 19th century. The French began to work in the early 1880s. The United States took over the construction in 1904 after a series of setbacks and failures by the French. The project was led by engineers like John F. Stevens and later by George W. Golfos. The purpose of the Panama Canal is to provide a shortcut for ships traveling between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Before the canal, the ships had to navigate around the southern tip of the South Cape Horn, which added thousands of miles to their journey. The canal significantly shortens the travel distance and time for ships, making global trade more efficient. The canal achieves this by utilizing a system of locks that raise and lower water levels, allowing ships to traverse the varying elevations of the terrain. The Panama Canal has been a vital waterway, facilitating international trade and maritime transportation, and it remains one of the most important engineering achievements in history. Panama has a tropical climate, and its weather patterns are influenced by both the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. Generally, Panama experiences a distinct wet season and a dry season. The wet season in Panama typically runs from May to December, and during this period you can expect frequent and heavy rainfall, especially in the afternoons and evenings. The wet season is characterized by lush green landscapes and is sometimes referred to as the green season. The dry season usually occurs from January to April, and during this time, rainfall is significantly reduced and Panama experiences drier and sunnier weather. The dry season is often considered the high tourist season due to the more predictable weather. Droughts can potentially impact the water levels in the lakes that feed the Panama Canal, such as Lake Gatun. The canal relies on a consistent and sufficient water supply to operate efficiently. If there is a significant decrease in water levels due to drought, it may lead to challenges in maintaining the required depth for the passage of ships. Currently, Panama is experiencing a drier, wet season, reducing the amount of water in Lake Gatun, leading the Panama Canal Authority to reduce the amount of ships allowed to utilize the canal. As of November 1st, 2023, the Panama Canal's daily transit capacity is 31 ships. This is down from 32 ships in August. The canal's capacity was reduced due to a drought that has decreased the amount of fresh water needed to operate the locks. In periods of drought, the Panama Canal Authority may implement measures to manage water resources effectively. These measures could include adjustments to the number of vessels allowed to transit or the imposition of draft restrictions, limiting the maximum depth of ships allowed to navigate through the channel. So overall, it takes between 8 to 10 hours for the ship to transit between the two oceans using the canal. I hope you enjoyed this video. Visiting the Panama Canal was on my personal bucket list, and I'm glad I was able to visit and share my experience. Thank you for watching.